Usyk.
He an Usyk fan, bro.
You right.
That is your guy, though. Usyk's a good dude. He's a hell of a fighter.
Usyk gonna win.
On the belt.
I would have to compare him to Evander Holyfield, and I think he would have done very well.
I think that's the great way to cap it, bud. A salute, Don Usyk, the great Usyk.
Due to his superior match skill and shrewdness in the ring, boxing veterans think Oleksandr Usyk will always win. According to Anthony Joshua, Usyk relies on superior technique, footwork, and timing rather than strength to prevail. He is a problem that no one can solve because of his capacity to outthink and outmaneuver opponents. Because of this, both legends and champions concur that Usyk's supremacy is based on boxing skill rather than force.
Daniel Dubois against Oleksandr Usyk. Realistically, has he got any chance? We've got 30 seconds.
Of course he has. Look, it's a tough ask, of course. You know, the thing with Usyk is he doesn't depend on his power to knock you out. He depends on his skill. That's why it's a tough ask, because he's going to box rings around you if you let him. Dubois, good luck. Don Charles, good luck. Great British boxing, good luck. We potentially might have a heavyweight championship back on our soil.
Terence Crawford has always been a big fan of Oleksandr Usyk. Crawford has consistently selected Usyk to win in every major heavyweight prediction, regardless of the opponent. Crawford gave a detailed explanation of his decision during the pre-fight talks prior to the Tyson Fury fight. Heavyweights can't keep up with Usyk's combo punching, timing, and footwork. The movement-based style that Usyk brings to the ring is difficult for even the largest and strongest opponents to match. When Usyk easily overcame Tyson Fury, Crawford's prophesied that ability would always triumph over size came to pass.
The undisputed heavyweight champion of the world. Is it going to be Usyk or Dubois?
Usyk, hands down.
What? But you seen the first fight though, what they had,
Usyk.
right? Did you see the first fight?
It was a low blow. Usyk.
You a lying dog.
I don't know, that blow was...
If that blow landed on you like that, you wouldn't say that you would say what?
Usyk.
You would say it's a low blow if it was landing on you.
Right,
yeah, that makes sense. But that wasn't
It wasn't low.
No, I'm not mad at the ref for calling that a low blow.
Usyk.
He an Usyk fan, bro.
You right.
That is your guy, though.
Usyk's a
Usyk.
good dude. He's a hell of a fighter.
Usyk
He's
gonna
on the
win.
belt.
But the first time before Usyk fought Tyson Fury, did you think Usyk could beat Tyson Fury?
Usyk.
Truthfully, no.
I picked him both times. Stop
No, the
playing
first
me.
time you picked him?
Both times.
Because you was high on Tyson Fury at one time.
Both times. I knew the movement was gonna give Tyson Fury problems. Tyson Fury, you know what I mean, is a great heavyweight champion, but he never was fighting people that's as elusive as
D. Lennox. Oleksandr Usyk was commended by Lewis, a former undisputed heavyweight champion, for his technical skill and ring IQ. According to Lewis, Usyk's skills would have been valuable even during the heyday of heavyweight competition, when competitors like Evander Holyfield and Mike Tyson were at the top. Coming from someone who thrived at such an era of intense competition, that type of comparison says a lot. Lewis admitted that Usyk would have been a formidable opponent for the most dangerous names of any time due to his versatility and wit. In the ring,
How do you think Oleksandr Usyk would have done in your era, the era of Lennox Lewis, Riddick Bowe, Evander Holyfield, Mike Tyson? How do you think he would have done against you and your contemporaries?
I would have to compare him to Evander Holyfield, and I think he would have done very well. Very well. I don't think he would have lasted against me because, you know, I throw a mean uppercut in there, and I noticed he gets caught with uppercuts, so he wouldn't have been able to stand up to my uppercut.
Teddy Atlas, a renowned trainer and boxing commentator, bestowed the highest accolades on Usyk. He highlighted that Usyk earned his title and said that no boxer in the modern era could ever match him. Atlas observed that during their fight, Daniel Dubois was psychologically impacted by Usyk's dominant presence in the ring. Usyk appeared assured and in control from the first bell, whereas Dubois appeared unsure and apprehensive. Atlas claims that before any blows were delivered, Usyk's aura overpowered Dubois in addition to his skill.
Nobody. He's staring and doing the stare the first fight before the fight, I always say, and he's staring him down. And who breaks it off first? Dubois. Okay. But it's not just that. It's that after that, Usyk is Usyk. He's the champ. He's confident. He's got his hands up. He's standing there to the crowd. You know, he's doing this, and you can see Dubois like the he's like the kid at the party that all of a sudden wasn't included in the games that all the other kids were playing, and he's trying to find his way back. He's trying to find his way back into the games. He's trying to. You know what I mean, bud? You've seen that with the kid, the awkward kid, and he's trying to get back and he doesn't know where to go. Do I go over here where the kids are? Do I go over here? Do I just wait for them to come to me? And he's lost, and you could see it. And there's the Usyk just like this. And he's like looking at Usyk. He don't know, should I start a confrontation with him? Should I pick up? Should I make up for what I didn't do there? Should I stare at him? Should I look at him? Or should I go back over here? Should I get in front of him? He's a guy that he's uncomfortable in his own skin sometimes. And that's at play. Part of that is at play. At the end of the day, what happened was, from an analytical standpoint, they looking for the southpaw killer, the right hand. They look too much for it. The delivery system, it's got to be there. That wasn't the delivery system that you want, where you're launching right hands, where you're reaching with right hands. That's not the delivery system. There should have been a little feint. Make him make his move back. Make the counter punchers show the counter. Make him show it to, like playing cards. Make the guy show his hand.
Analysts of boxing are now publicly referring to Usyk as one of the best of all time. He advanced to heavyweight and defeated some of the best. Names like Fury, Dubois, and Joshua, several times after he became undisputed and dominated the cruiserweight class. Even more amazing is the fact that, despite being 38 years old, Usyk is still going strong. Experts are starting to acknowledge that no fighter in the present day has the skills necessary to defeat him because of his performances, which defy age and expectations. You may see real excellence in action by watching Usyk right now.
At heavyweight, he's now beaten Joshua twice, he's beaten Fury twice, he's beaten Dubois twice, he's cleared out cruiserweight, he's cleared out heavyweight, he's undisputed for the second time. Every accolade you could possibly do, and he's done it in under 25 fights. We're watching greatness. We're running out of superlatives, we're running out of ways to describe this man, because this was systematic. This wasn't a 12-round beatdown, Chris. This wasn't, moments where Fury has some success, moments where Joshua has success. He dismantled Dubois, who couldn't have been riding higher into this fight coming off of the win over Joshua, and he knocks him out, leaves no doubt. He's knocking guys out now at 38? Is that what we're doing?
I'm going to go back to the one word that I used, and I went like slightly viral for this last year after the Tyson Fury, I think maybe the first fight. I was like, the guy's unbeatable. You can't beat him. I don't see him losing. He just doesn't know how to lose. The guy just finds a way to win no matter what. And now he's finding ways to win and just separating himself from all these guys. And I disagree. I thought Daniel Dubois came out with a great game plan at the beginning of the round. In round one, he came out relaxed. He was
the first 30 seconds, maybe.
The whole first round. Usyk stole it in the end because he landed a big shot. But like the whole first round, Dubois actually looked really good. He backed Usyk up into the corners. He kept him along the ropes most of the time. He was landing hard jabs over the top. If you go back and watch the first round, I've never seen Usyk get hit that way. He got hit with shots as over his shot. Boom, and you saw Usyk's head go down. I was like, whoa. I'm like, this guy's got a good game plan. He's jabbing with Usyk from a higher position and coming over the top of the southpaw jab.
A lot of people in the boxing community think Usyk has already cemented his legacy. His achievements at cruiserweight alone would establish him as one of the best in the sport. Winning the Muhammad Ali trophy and being uncontested are enormous accomplishments. However, he has reached a new level of success after switching to heavyweight. Both fans and critics concur that Usyk has nothing left to prove, and that every fight he takes on going forward will just contribute to his already illustrious career.
Oh, by the way, when I'm mentioning those fights, undisputed cruiserweight champion, two-time undisputed heavyweight champion, Muhammad Ali trophy, there's literally nothing else to do. I think the man needs to retire, and I think what I've just said there, that is an all-time great, without even question, resume and legacy. So I think he needs to bow out. But the interview he gave with Ade in the ring on Saturday night, he didn't categorically state he'd retire. He said he's going to go home and rest. He deserves a rest. He's earned the rest. But we don't know necessarily what he's going to do next. I've said I think he should retire. But if he does carry on, what are we thinking? Who do we think he should fight next? Now, I've already recorded a video. It might go up first. I might put this up first. I don't know yet. On Tyson Fury, because he's still trying to peddle this narrative that he beat Oleksandr Usyk both times and he won the trilogy fight. I don't want to see a trilogy fight with Tyson Fury unless he goes out and he earns it. If he earns the trilogy fight, if he returns to the ring and he fights a Joseph Parker and Adja Kabayel and he becomes mandatory, fair enough. Fair enough. There you go. You've earned it. I won't gripe about that. 100%. I don't want to see him just jump the queue. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see a trilogy with Anthony Joshua, who certainly hasn't earned it. I don't want to see a trilogy with Derek Chisora, who technically, although I'm not even going to go there with Chisora, because is he IBF mandatory? Is he not? What's going on there? Don't know what's going on there. But I don't want to see a trilogy with Derek Chisora. Although saying that, as much as I don't want to see it, because these are the names he mentioned, with respect, Chisora has probably the best claim to have earned a title shot out of those three names. He does. Because Joshua's coming off the back of a devastating loss. He's not fought for almost a year. It'll be over a year by the time he does fight. Tyson Fury, back-to-back loss to Oleksandr Usyk, doesn't deserve a title shot until he goes out and earns one. At least with Chisora, Gerald Washington, Joe Joyce, and Otto Wallin, at least he's got some wins together.
While Tyson Fury appears eager for a third fight, most observers question the need for it. Oleksandr Usyk has already cemented his dominance by defeating Fury twice, leaving little doubt about who the superior fighter is. From a legacy perspective, Usyk has little left to prove. However, should he choose not to retire just yet, a third bout could still happen, driven more by financial incentives or public interest than competitive necessity. Realistically, it's only Fury who believes he can reverse the outcome. The rest of the boxing world has largely accepted Usyk's superiority. What truly sets Usyk apart from nearly every other fighter is his extraordinary ring IQ. He doesn't rely on brute force or knockouts. Instead, he approaches each fight like a chess, analyzing, adapting, and executing with precision. His control of distance, tempo, and angles makes him nearly impossible to corner or outthink. Analysts often argue that you can't train for that kind of intelligence. It's instinctive, and it's what makes Usyk a nightmare for any opponent in any weight class.
He's matured, he's punching harder than he's ever punched. Seems to be a different guy. I mean, if you know Daniel Dubois, he's a really lovely fella, big smile on his face, don't speak a lot, but he always shakes your hand and says hello, and a nice guy, but powerhouse. He can knock buildings down him with his punches. But Usyk's so clever. Usyk's that clever. He's just so clever. Though when Tyson fought each other, that was a marriage of minds, wasn't it? That was a marriage of minds, and and everybody thinks he's going to walk through him. Well, nobody's walked through him yet, have they? Have you seen anybody walk through Usyk? Because I haven't.